Hello, Tori. My name is Isaiah Brown, and I want to first thank you for writing me and letting me know what you are currently experiencing in your relationship. I want to talk to you about 3 points. 1 is perception, 2 is mindful listening, and 3 is self-disclosure. Early in a relationship, it's an exciting time. We are building a pros and cons list. You are checking things off on your list, whether the person is listening, whether they're asking the right questions, whether they're being attentive to you. And we oftentimes we're in a pursuit to be head over heels. This is where perception plays the most vital role of this entire process. Perception is the thing that helps you view something right. And I want to tell you that do not let your past hurt, do not let your past relationships govern this relationship and steer you in a direction that you should not be going. Stewart calls this the selection process. According to Stewart, this is where you decide the role of a person and whether or not a person could be useful in what spot, where can they most be impactful to your life. Oftentimes, you can be on the right bus but sitting in the wrong seat. And perception helps you understand the role of everybody in your life and where they should be seated in your life. I understand that you have been texting for a long time, and it can possibly be confusing to you because all of this information is going back and forth in text messages, and it is doing what is called building a false sense of trust and the commitment, which can be very bad for you. Listen mindfully. It is important that you listen to what is being said to you, both verbally and non-verbally. The reason you are listening mindfully is so that you can see everything, so you can see a bird's eye view on the relationship. According to Bridges Without Walls, as attentive interpretation of words, gestures, and facial expressions, it is important that you are listening mindfully because when you are communicating with a person face to face, you are able to read their facial expressions, you are able to see their body gestures, and you're able to see what they are communicating with you non-verbally and also verbally. I understand that you have been texting with this gentleman for quite a while. He's refusing to meet with you face to face, so I can see how that can be frustrating. So this should drive you to ask one question, and that is the why. Why is this individual refusing to meet with me face to face? Why is this individual refusing for me to see, to be able to look into his eyes, to sit across the table so that we can communicate and get the entire message across? I think the fact that he is not reaching out to you to set up a meeting face to face, you are missing a very important part in the communication process. So I would say really discover and really ask yourself why. And in asking yourself why, you will see whether or not this relationship is worth going forward with. Carrie Gibson says, destructive self-disclosure, i.e. sharing relevant information that challenges current expectations and generate an internal assessment and an external behavior response that have potential relational consequences. And almost like saying, because I share something personal, then you have to share something personal. And what that does in a relationship is it puts unfair and unforeseen expectations and strains on the relationship. Basically, Tori, what you have to do is you have to ensure that you do not share anything too soon. You have to ensure that you are in a relationship that is reciprocating and reproducing what you are putting out. So if you are sharing personal information, just ensure that the person that you are communicating with is also sharing personal information. But don't expect them to share personal information because you are sharing personal information. But just kind of go with the flow. But you should be asking yourself the question, what exactly are you trying to communicate and how is it that is being reciprocated? Lastly, Tori, I would tell you this, that being in a relationship and forming a new relationship or friendship is the most exciting and fun time that you can ever be in. I would just caution you to stay open-minded, continue to have the right point of view, continue to listen mindfully, and make sure that you perceive what is being said and ensure that you protect yourself and your feelings and not let too much information out the bag too soon. Other than that, I want to just encourage you to continue to have fun, continue to communicate, and hopefully one day soon you and this gentleman can meet face to face and you can see where this relationship goes. Thank you so much.